PEZ fans. This is the Cycplus AS2 mini pump. I've been using this for about a month now, and I have been trying to come up with a solution to carrying, remember these guys? Frame pumps? Yeah. Look at this, I still have my original Mount Zephyl extendo pump here that I bought probably in the late 1990s. Still works. It's still a great little pump. I usually don't carry it with me anymore because I get tired of having this thing sticking out of my back pocket. I like to be compact. I basically run with CO2 cartridge now. Plus the other thing is I've been running 28 mil tires on my bikes for about 2 years now. And honestly, ever since I switched to 28s, I have not had a flat tire. Nevertheless, I have had leaks and I like to carry an inflating device with me. So when I came across electric mini pumps about a year ago, I wanted to take a closer look because this seemed like a pretty cool idea. Carry this in your pack. It's pretty small, pretty compact. You can inflate it anywhere. So first I want to tell you a little bit about this brand Cycplus, which is a brand I had not heard of before. The brand is based in China. I came to know them because they reached out to me and asked me if I would like to have a look at one of their electric mini pumps and do a review on it. So I had been looking for an electric mini pump. In fact, I'd seen one from another brand. I'd reached out to that brand requesting one for review, and they never responded. So when I got the email from Cycplus, I was like, yeah, I totally want to check these things out. These are cool. I think this is a really great little item to have, so I wanted to have a closer look. So Cycplus is a brand that when I took a look at their website, I discovered that they are building smart trainers, bike computers, electric mini pumps, a bunch of accessories for electronics and stuff onto the bike. And they've got quite a product line. Their website says that they've got around 90 engineering staff working on developing cool products for cycling. So they sent me 3 of their electric mini pumps. The AS2, the AS2 Pro, and the AS2 Pro Max. Now the basic difference on these things, the AS2 is their smallest one. It weighs about 119 grams. It basically inflates your tire up to, I've had success getting this pretty easily inflated up to around 50 PSI. The AS2 Pro has a digital readout and you can actually preset the amount of inflation you want to go into your tire. This, once you start running it, it will inflate your tire to that preset amount and it will automatically stop when you get there. It's a little bit bigger, weighs 138 grams or so. The size really is not that much different from the AS2. So, this actually seems like a pretty good idea to carry this around. I was going with the smallest one, but this is actually pretty good. I've had some good results in running tests on this. And it does work. It inflates the tire pressure up to what it says it's going to do. And quickly, the AS2 Pro Max is bigger. It inflates the tire, I think, a little bit faster. And they're claiming that this will inflate your tire up to about 112 PSI. Now, I haven't run above 90 or 100 PSI since like 2005, I think, when I was running 23 mil tires. Even when I switched to 25s, my pressure came down and I discovered comfort was a much better thing. As I said, I'm running 28 mil tires now. For me, I weigh about 138 pounds. I like 50 PSI in there. One thing I did notice on a test with the AS2 Pro and the AS2 Pro Max is that I set this to 50 PSI. When I inflated the tire, I did the pressure test with the floor pump, and using the gauge on the floor pump, what I discovered was it actually put close to 60 pounds of pressure into the tire, a bit more than the 50 that it said. They've got a nice little line of products here. The AS2 Pro Max weighs about 139 grams, so it's a little bit heavier. I'm not sure if I'd want to be carrying this in my jersey pocket. In fact, I wouldn't, quite frankly. I want to go with something small and something compact. But this, I can see using this in the shop just to check my tire pressure before I head out for a ride, give it a quick boost, and off I go. So all of these are available. Let's take a closer look here at the smallest one, the AS2 mini pump. An advantage over CO2 cartridges is that you can fly with this where you're not supposed to be flying with those CO2 cartridges. So I would find when I traveled to Europe to do some rides, I was always trying to figure out what I was going to do for inflation when I got there. Anyways, this has solved it. The predecessor of this is what they first sent me. It was called the Cube. I had some issues with the battery in that, and it kind of didn't really work out. So what happened in the meantime is that Cycplus has discontinued the Cube, They've improved the battery and they have renamed the model the AS2. It's, as you can see, it's pretty small, it's compact, and it'll inflate your tire. It's got a rechargeable battery. You charge it up with this little, put your USB-C charging cable in there. This charging port also doubles as the intake valve for the air when this thing is running. Air comes out of this valve right here. This gets fixed onto the Presta valve on your tire. Turn it on and watch it go. So when we turn it on, we do this, we click it on. This light will either be yellow or green. Green means it's got a lot of juice in it. Yellow means it's got some, but you give it 2 quick taps like this. There we go. Fires up, listen to that. Oh yeah, I can actually feel that thing chugging some air right out of there. So I have been using this to keep my tires inflated. On one battery charge, I was able to inflate 6 tires from 0 pressure up to around 45, 50 PSI, which is what I run my tires at anyways. If you hold this thing on longer and let it run longer, it will increase the tire pressure. The challenge is it's a small motor, and getting into higher pressures, it's not gonna deliver the kind of high pressure that some guys may want. If you're running 80 or 90 PSI, I'm not sure how effective this is gonna be at getting it up there. I haven't tested it that high, but I have tested it around 50 and I have been satisfied with what I'm getting so far. So here's how this thing works. I'm gonna show, we're gonna run the video. Yes, if you are interested in an electric mini pump, check out this one from Cycplus. We actually have a little discount code going through PEZ. I'll put a link down below. If you use it and buy one of these, you'll save 5%. This little guy is priced at $79 US. They are shipping from Asia, and it'll get here, pretty quick. I got mine very quickly, so shipping does not seem to be an issue. It's pretty small. They actually make a range of other pumps as well that are worth checking out. You can see those on their website. I have a couple of them here. I'm going to be looking at those in some future videos, and I'll keep you posted. There you go. Thanks for watching, and stay inflated.